Hello, my fellow tattooers. My name is Beth Gray with Gray Goat Tattoo, and I am here today to review the Carson Hills Neuma 4 rotary pen. This is a pretty fantastic little machine, so we're going to go through what's in the box, weight, balance, performance, how you adjust certain things on it, what are the adjustments that come on it, and just some basic info about it. So here's the box. Here's the machine. Not much to the box. He tried, but honestly, it sticks and it's stupid, and I honestly, I'm not a fan of the boxing. Nice foam though, so kudos to him as far as the foam. What it comes with, if you buy the extra cam option, it comes with that. It also comes with some lube, and we'll get to that in a second. As far as what else it comes with, and the price, it's $650 for just the Neuma 4 with the 3.6 millimeter cam. If you do want the extra cam, which is a 2.7 millimeter cam, that will be $700. I wish you would come out with a longer stroke cam, because this machine does have a recoil on it, and we'll talk about that also in a second. As far as any kind of special instructions, as far as this little number goes, your cam is right on the inside here, as you can see, so you have to gently take that out, and after 30 hours worth of use, boop, put a tiny little dab of lube in there. That's where you would put it. It's just right there on top of the, I think that's copper, I don't know, whatever, on top of that. And then just lightly put this back on there, because if that's broke, you know, you're done, and it's just a plastic piece. Your grip is autoclavable. It does have a little spring in there. I do not like that he does not have extra grips for sale at the moment, but he assured me that they were coming at some point in the future. So I do have an autoclave, so I do autoclave this in between people, but if you do not, a cold sterilant would be sufficient. I'm not quite sure how that would work with the spring. As far as the weight of this goes, the weight of this tattoo machine is excellent hand weight. So if you are a person that likes stainless steel grips, you will like the weight of this machine a lot. It does have nice hand weight to it. It really is a very, very small rotary pen. So if you can see, like I could consume the whole thing in my hand, which is really nice. The balance is excellent. The vibration is minimal. So it does have a vibration, but it's not annoying and it doesn't compromise anything. It's not like it, you know, your hand is all jittery at the end of a long session. It's not like that at all. Minimal vibration. The weight of it absorbs a lot of it, I think. As far as the depth control here, it's right here on the back. So here you have your RCA cord that goes in, and then you just literally adjust this back section here. So this machine is really easy to bag, one of the easier pens to bag in my opinion. I can post another video on that if that is of interest to you. Just drop me a comment down there and I can show you how I bag it. Really simple to bag. As far as performance, this thing just lines like a champion. The only rotary machine I've ever seen that's even comparable are most of Dan Kubin's machines for how it lines. It's punchy, it's strong, it's smooth. So as far as lining with it, it's just one of the best machines I've ever used for that purpose. Shading, it's also fabulous, because this machine acts a lot like a coil machine. Carson said if you read the information about it on his website, there is a cushion that he put in it. So there's no option to have a no give. It's just a give machine. So it does have a cushion in it. So it recoils almost identically to a coil machine, which is a really, really unique feature. And I love it, to be honest. It reminds me a lot of using coil machines, and the reason why I loved coil machines without all of the bullshit and maintenance and heaviness. So big, huge kudos to him there. It also has the same dwell time in the skin as a coil machine, so, or at least very close. The dwell time for a normal rotary machine is about 40% of the time it dwells underneath the skin. But for a coil machine, a traditional coil machine, it is about 10 to 15% of the time it dwells in the skin. But this here is as close to a coil machine as far as dwell as possible. So in theory, it's supposed to be a whole lot less trauma to the skin as a traditional rotary machine. And I can attest to that. I'm getting minimal redness, minimal swelling with the tattoos I've done with it. And the ones that do have it, it doesn't last for very long. I mean, it'll come right down, the swelling and the redness. So that is incredibly exciting to me, as I don't like to see redness and swelling in my tattoos. I don't like it at all. So this is a pretty fantastic little tattoo machine. As far as how it is to work with, long days, no problem. Lining, no problem. Shading, no problem. Color packing, no problem. Do I still like to use other machines for other things, or has this exclusively sold me 120% all the way around? The answer is I still use my Injectiflight Nano to pack color, especially with larger tattoos. If it's a smaller tattoo, yeah, I'll color pack with this all day long, no problem. But for bigger sittings, bigger sessions, I prefer a no-give tattoo machine for large color pieces. Just personal preference. You might just love this for everything. I have not really used much of the 2.7 millimeter cam with it. I've found this to be completely sufficient for all of my black and gray needs. But if you do want to, I bought it to try it. Once in a great while, somebody will come in here and want the softest of softest black and gray pieces. And I like to try to be as accommodating as possible. So when that happens, I can give you guys an update about how I like to work with it. But for most of my black, like I did a huge tiger today on a thigh. And that's black and gray with black and gray roses. And this thing it was huge and it worked awesome. Lined and shaded like a champ, no complaints, not one single complaint. And that was about a 5-hour session. So, I don't think there's anything else with this particular tattoo machine. I'm thrilled with it. I am going to run it for you just so that way you can see. I opened up a cartridge. And if you have any higher voltage tattoo machines, make sure that when you start this machine, this is a 9-volt tattoo machine, so it operates between 5.5 and 9 volts. Or 5 and 9 volts. But I always run it between 5.5 and 9 myself. So just make sure that your power supply isn't cranked up to like 15 or 13, because it'll blow the motor on it. So here we go. Here is 5.5 volts. And as you can see, if you want to adjust your depth, if you snug up your depth a lot, you can kind of hear that rattle. So you know when you're hanging out from your tube when it's nice and smooth. So this is 5.5 volts, 6.5 volts, 7.5 volts, 8.5 volts, and 9 volts. And what's awesome about this tattoo machine is, say I was actually tattooing someone right now with it, which I'm not, the minute I hit skin, it recoils and gets really, really quiet and just has that nice coil machine hum. So I'm thrilled with it. Absolutely thrilled. Really no complaints from me whatsoever. The only big gripes I have about it is I wish there was extra grips to purchase, like right now, because I'm impatient. And I wish that, it probably isn't possible, but I wish that there was a give option, but have the exact same give mechanism. So I understand that that's probably completely unreasonable. But amazing tattoo machine. I highly recommend any tattooers give this a shot and give it a buy, or find a buddy that has one and try it, because this is just one of the coolest tattoo machines I've ever used, and it's really comfortable to work with. On a side note, I'd like to, while I kind of have the floor here, I would like to say that Grey Goat Tattoo here, where I work, is hiring. So it looks like the tattoo community has really gone kind of crazy. I know every single person is busy, busy, busy. But we have restructured here at Grey Goat, so we actually do offer our artists complete and total benefit packages. So paid time off, health insurance, dental, vision, 401k if you opt into that. So that's kind of unique and awesome for any, and it might be the right fit for you. You might say, "Oh man, small town living is where I want to be," and those are some benefits that I just think are amazing, and I want to be a part of that. If that's the case, and you would be interested in working for us, go ahead and shoot me a comment and say that you're interested, and then I'll pop you my email address, and you can actually get a hold of me directly with your portfolio and information. Because we're looking to add to our team because we are growing exponentially, and this is just a really, as much as it was a horrible time for a lot of tattooers with COVID-19, the people that survived and their shops are thriving. They're busier than they've ever been, and probably one of the most scary times for people's health in our history. So don't forget to wear your masks and be safe, everyone. I'm just thrilled to be able to do these videos for you guys. So if there's any more machine comparisons, machine reviews, and any of that sort of thing, please get a hold of me and drop me a comment, and I'll try to be as accommodating as possible once everybody recovers a little bit financially from being shut down forever. All right, everybody, be safe, stay well, take care, have a good one. Let me know if I could do another review for you in the future.